guys, welcome back to the channel. So yesterday was a little bit it wasn't a real bad beating day. Well, it was. I was on the water a long time. Only caught 4 fish total. Two of them were only 2 of them were bass. But we started figuring it out a little bit more. Now it's probably going to change today. I'm expecting it to, because yesterday was sunny. It's hard to see me. I'm trying to hide you guys from the wind. Let's do this here. There we go. Much better. Sorry about that. So yeah, trying to expand a little bit more on that. I know things are going to change, but we'll see what happens here. It's going to be really windy today, so I am going to apologize in advance for the wind noise. I'm going to try to stay out of the wind as much as I can, but it all depends on where the fish, if I do find them in a certain area and that area is in the wind, well, I'm sorry, that's where we'll fish, because sometimes the wind does direct the fish. It moves the bait, it moves the water temperature, like it pushes the warmer water temperatures into certain bays and stuff like that. So that might be a thing too. I'm going to keep an eye out for that. There's not a ton of big bays in this on Big Stone, but there's some pockets and stuff, so we're gonna check some pockets. Yesterday they weren't up in the pockets. Checked a bunch of them. So we'll see what happens here, but I am going to play with some different baits today, maybe a couple different baits. Definitely going to keep a jig and the bladed jig and the jerk bait out, but I'm probably going to throw around a glide bait and see if I can make anything bite with that. I couldn't get anything to really chase or follow the big soft body swim bait, so we'll see if we can entice them with the glide bait. It moves a little bit slower and it entices them, and I can keep it in an area a little bit longer too, in the strike zone a little bit longer, so that might help out to get that bite. But yeah, so right now we're gonna fart around here and see. Got a little late start today. It was super windy. It was a lot windier this morning before now, so I decided to just kind of let things calm down a little bit before getting out on the water, because when it blows in the right direction, this water, it might not be very wide, but when it blows in the right direction and it has all that distance to those waves to gain momentum, it can get pretty nasty out here. So we'll see what happens. It's supposed to be pretty good for a little bit here, so let's get after it and see what we can find. All right, well, I forgot to change batteries and I forgot to turn the camera on, but we got one. It's on the bubblegum worm spinning rod. Nice bass here. My drag was so loose that I didn't get a good hook set, so we'll see what we can do here. Try not to lose them. There we go. That's a good bass for today. There's a big one. Look at that guy right there. Big bubblegum worm. He's not as big as I thought. He's probably 3.5. Pushing 4. Beautiful fish. Awesome fish. Everything's awesome right now when I haven't had a bite for a while. You know, I was talking about the other day about the bloody tails. There they are. Tails bloody. They're fanning out the beds. It's got a leech hanging on them. Use that for bait. Alright. Okay. This changes everything now. My locations and everything. I know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. Let's see how much he weighs. Same as the one yesterday. This is a different spot too. No, 1 ounce off. 3 pounds, 12 ounces. We're gonna lock that. Okay. Awesome little fish here. Yeah, let's let him go. Right back down to where he came from. Keep him up this way, so this is where we'll put him. There he goes. Oh no, wrong direction. Go the other way. Oh, he's under the boat. Cool. All right. Well, so that came on this bubblegum worm here. Decided he bit my white swim jig and missed it, so I threw this out there, and I saw he went down on it. All of a sudden he was on it, and I set the hook, but my drag was so loose. So this is also this is the Kistler Helium spinning rod. This one happens to be a 7-foot medium. Handled that fish perfectly, phenomenal. Very smooth, love it. Same thing with the reel. This is a Kistler chromium reel. Handled it very nicely. That fish, the drag was my fault. It was too loose, but once I got it at the right spot, handled that fish perfectly. So awesome setup here. My link is in the description to follow that link, to go use that link to support the channel, and grab yourself a rod setup like this. Works out great for me. But yeah, that's pretty cool here. So with this rig here, I'll show you the bubblegum worm. This is a Zoom, obviously bubblegum color. It's their trick worm, and what I did is it's an echo rig, and I just got the ring here, and I got 1/8 ounce VMC mushroom head weight at the bottom, so I can cast a little bit better, and it's not floating up too high. I don't know if they'll eat it if it's floating up in the air or floating up in the water, but I mean, something to try when I find another one. So I mean, yeah, it's a great springtime lure. Color, I've talked about it in previous video. It was also a hit in the classic. I think I'm using differently on a bladed jig, but yeah, this is, I mean, we'll keep running with this and see how far we can see where we can go. Again, it's the isolated boulders with some weeds on it. This time we're shallower though. We're shallower than yesterday. I am about I'm actually in about, like, I don't know, 3 feet. Yesterday I was in about 6 to 8 feet. So it's showing that they're moving up, but they might not all be in the same place right now. Probably all in different stages. So we're gonna keep rolling with this and see how many more we can catch. There we go. Look up. I wasn't even sure they're gonna bite the bladed jig. I've been throwing it for 2 days now. That's not as big as the other one, but he's a nice one. That. That. Still there. His tail's a little bit bloody, but not that bad. Let's see, it's hard to see, sorry, but yeah, he's a little guy. Beautiful little fish though. Turn it on. Okay. Yeah. 2.5 pounds. Not a big one, but still fun to catch. Cool. Let's get them back in the water here. Awesome. All right, I'm already feeling way more confident today than I was yesterday. This is the rig here. And I don't have a Kistler reel because they were all allowed the left-handers when I ordered the rods. But this rod, this Kistler helium rod, and it's not their. I think they've got a specific bladed jig rod, and it's a great rod. But I already knew the action that I really needed, so I just grabbed this one. This is a 7-foot medium heavy, and works great. Kistler helium. Again, links in the description. use that link that's in the description and you'll support me. All right, let's see if we can find some more of these fish, bigger ones. Gotta try and break that PB. I wasn't sure what kind of mood these fish are going to be in, because it seems like when they're going after the swim jig, they'd strike and miss it, then I'd throw that worm out there and they hit it. Almost seemed like they wanted it. They didn't, like, they're not that active. The last fish hit the bladed jig when I was kind of like speeding it in on accident, or I mean hopping it. Okay, I'm gonna try the Minnesota rig here. Cool. Never thrown one before. Hope it works. Oh, there we go. We're hooked up. It's a white bass. I think these are all white bass. Ooh. Oh man, he's a good one. Okay. Yeah. There we go. On the Minnesota rig. First time using this rig. Yeah, I figured if they're gonna be, if they were white bass, they'd go for that rig. There's a lot of them up there. You can't all be white bass. Well, they might be. They do school up like that, so sometimes there's largemouth mixed in with them. So I'm gonna try and see if we can find a largemouth out of that school. Here we go, got another one. They pull hard too. Yeah, another striper. Oh, got a buddy trying to bite the blades too. Oh man, these guys are heavy. This one's fatter than the other one. Come on, open up. Gotcha. Oh, messed up my... No, they're both the same size. Fun to catch. Okay. Well, after I get untangled here, talk to you guys a little bit about this rig here. Oh, I'm going to need to retie as well. Okay, so this rig is so if you guys know, it's like, if you guys don't know the Minnesota rig, it's basically an Alabama rig, but it's only got one hook. The rest are blades. And the reason why for that is because in Minnesota you can't use a real Alabama rig. So they got this, and it's got one hook, and it works great. You know, I keep calling these white bass striped bass. They're actually white bass. So if you guys are wondering what's going on in my brain, I always get the two names messed up, but these are white bass that I'm catching in this lake, not striped bass. Just an FYI. So, all right, back at it. Oh, now we're hooked up. I think it's another white bass though. Yep, it is. Okay. Come here, buddy. There we go. Fun little fish to catch, but not really what I'm going for. Oh, there we go. More white bass. He hit that thing right by the boat. Come on, open up, bud. There we go. Another white bass, about the same size. Did switch spots, but I didn't go too far. Yeah. Been catching them all on this the quarter ounce, the small one, the Guggen's Zinger. That's what it is. No trailer, nothing. Just that. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it for today. Kind of a shorter day today. But got to make sure charge those batteries. And an update on the battery charger. Not bad. I mean, the batteries were about half down, and it took me, I think, maybe about 4 hours to charge them all the way up. The charger is supposed to be 15 amp per bank, and I could check my battery, my battery monitoring system, and it said I was only getting like between 11 and 12. But it still worked, and it was better than what I was getting before. So, not bad. I'm happy with it. And the batteries aren't draining as bad today, so I'm not sure what's going on. But I'm pretty sure it's just the fact because I got a bunch of electronics hooked up to them. But okay. Anyways, with that update, done with that update. We caught a couple of bass today. I kind of got off the pattern that I was on, and I started doing some different things. I shouldn't have done that. I should have just kept running with what I got, because I got nothing for us today. As you saw, we got a bunch of white bass, but that's about it. And I mean, those are fun to catch too, so I did kind of stick around and catch a few more than I really should have, but it was a lot of fun, you know. And it's too bad I didn't have the family with me, because they would have had a lot of fun doing that too. I mean, they fight hard. They're just a ton of fun. So well, so this is my day 2 of 3 of just being down here, and got one more day left. So we got tomorrow. Hopefully the weather cooperates. It actually turned out to be a really nice day today. It was not supposed to be this calm for wind, and the sun wasn't supposed to be out naturally. The sun was actually only supposed to be out tomorrow. Guys, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, and I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. I'll catch you next video.